Welcome one and all back to Firebase Krill. This is going to be from Kharak 7, obviously, round 2 of the qualifier section, and it's between myself and Tarnarmour, who were sitting like right next to each other actually when we played this, which was pretty fun. He's playing as Random here, I'm playing as Galzian. As usual, the map is Firebase Krill, just like it was last match. And Tarnarmour as Random is going to actually play as the Galzian here, as you can see. Go over and pan over to him right there. And I gotta say, his colors look really nice on Galzian, don't they? Anyhow, not as nice as mine, so it doesn't matter, right? I'm gonna be moving out basically immediately, like I always do, with my production cruiser and base burner in tow. Sandscape fabrication already on the way. But it is also for Tarnarmour as well. But who can beat me to clicking Sandscape fabrication? Nobody. I challenge thee. Nobody can do it. So certainly I will have them out first. Yeah. No, not to brag or anything, but I mean I literally just bragged. So. But yes, obviously the hope here is that I can get some early game damage done with my production cruiser here. I don't obviously expect to be able to finish off the game right here, but you know, occasionally it happens. But really I just want to do a bit of damage and then fall back and have a nice like eco follow-up. Go over to the production tab here real quickly. Tarnarmour is not yet making sand skimmers, I don't think. But he probably will start queuing up now. Yep, there you go. You can see I've already got 2 on the way, and they're kind of chasing this base runner. I thought to myself, like, you know, this is probably bait right here, but it's kind of tasty bait, so maybe I'll go for it anyway. But I really think, actually, looking back on things, it probably would have been better if I had not chased after it. Because though it is going to be a free pickup for me, I'm not gonna get the opportunity to attack when there's only one sand skimmer here, and I could maybe even pick up like a salvager kill, which that would definitely be tastier bait, right? I'm gonna run in here with this one sand skimmer. I have the high ground, so I could have taken that fight, but there are 2 of these guys here, so I need to back away just a little bit. And that's when I kind of realized, like, yeah, these guys are just kind of way out of position, aren't they? Tarnarmour could even be super annoying and like put on the healing ability to like slow me down even more, right? So. At this point, I'm committed. I've got to kill this base runner. Oh, look, he's gonna do it. Cheeky man. These guys are running away, actually. No, they're coming back. But yeah, at this point, I'm so committed. I have to kill this base runner, you know what I mean? But that does mean I'm gonna be pretty far away from the action with those guys. As a result, it's a 4-on-4, despite the fact that I've actually made 2 extra. So I would say that's actually kind of a mistake of mine. Artifact, meanwhile, ready to be picked up over here. I have got 4 salvagers on my second right there. So I think to myself, well, maybe this is actually a good time to just head back, get refinery mode. But first I'm going to go for railguns, of course, because I want to play it a bit safer. Is Tarnarmour, by the way, on the way to refinery mode? He got power 1, I think because he was worried he was going to get attacked by these sand skimmers. Probably he needs to go for refinery mode next, though, right? And the fact that he's got an assault ship here actually makes me think he really did not need power 1 right there. Oh, I'm looking at my... I was like, he has enough resources. Why isn't it highlight? Yeah, I'm looking at my resources. I always do that. Sorry, guys, I'm such a noob. I think he's saving up for it. Yep, there you go. Well, I'm in the area with my sand skimmers here. The fact he has power 1 is going to help him a little bit in this little scuffle right here. He could put, of course, 1 power into the weapons. That would be a bit better. But yeah, the fact that there's an assault ship here means I really just can't take this fight. I'm not sure if that was my sand skimmer or his that just got taken out, but yeah, I'm going to back away right here. But I know that I'm on 1 base faster, right? Barely. Only by about 8 seconds. So this is actually, you know, not too bad. This is pretty even. I still think I should have a little bit of an edge, but not too much. Really, the biggest thing that I've got, though, going for me is the fact that I have heavy railguns on the way when there are assault ships on the field here. Right, so refiner mode finished for me, about to finish for him as well. And I've already got my second production cruiser on the way. Got 1 heavy coming out right here, another one pretty soon, and then I should probably be focusing on salvagers, I think. Meanwhile, what's Tarnarmour looking like? Still no sign of a second production cruiser. That's usually where we go after this, but yep, there you go. If he's gone for the assault ship line, he may go for interceptor fabrication, which kind of means he doesn't need a production cruiser so soon. But I always kind of worry when I do this myself that I'm going to run into the trap sort of getting interceptor fabrication and making interceptors and then like not actually having like enough production really to keep up with my opponent. So Tarnarmour found a window there to take out that heavy railgun, but at what cost? He's going to lose all the sand skimmers, and he did lose an assault ship as well. I think that's not good for him. Because even though his assault ships are still a counter to these sand skimmers, that means he's got no counter left to the heavy railguns. He's really just going to have to fall back here. And he actually asked me after this game, like, how are you supposed to play... Like, how are you supposed to play, like, the assault ship line? What are you supposed to do? And I was like... I don't know. I just kind of stay away from it. Maybe you can see that, the fact that I always go for railguns, basically. Occasionally I use assault ships because I'm trying to mix things up so that people can't just counter-strat against me, you know what I mean? But I'm really bad at it, so don't ask me. By the way, do you notice this guy? How did he get here? It's some weird bug where, like, when you produce a unit in, like, impassable terrain, he, like, pops into the middle of the map, so I just randomly had a salvager right there, you know? Just sort of chilling. He's gonna eventually find his way back home, of course. Most RTS games, of course, don't have this problem because you produce things out of buildings, but in this game, the buildings move, so, you know. Now, I did see that he has assault ships, so I'm going to go for missile ship fabrication immediately. Well, I say immediately, I'm getting it now. Point is, I don't want to get caught off by an air transition. That is prudent, because Tarnarmour has got one in the hangar already. One interceptor is not going to be able to do too much. By the time he's got 3, I should have a missile ship being produced, but there is still a little window that he can do some damage. Of course, it's a little trickier when you remember that neither player knows this. We don't know exactly when the opponent has got what. And you know there are tells on the carrier for, like, this is the railgun module, this is the assault ship module. There's nothing like that for missile ships, so you can't tell when your opponent has got that. There is for air. You can see these 3 little targets on the carrier there. That means he's got air tech, so. And this guy running in here, actually to see that, I wanted to know, has he got air tech? I do indeed see that he's got it. That was no surprise to me, but that kind of told me, yep, it's time to make some missile ships here. Just once I've got the money for it. They are pretty expensive, both on RUs and CUs, so. It does always slow me down just a little bit. I've got 3 heavy railguns, by the way, just like sitting at home. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. Oh yeah, I know. Right. Because I'm worried that they're going to get killed if they move out into the front line. My sand skimmers are fine. Like, interceptors can't really do much against sand skimmers. But railguns, they can really kill. And that can be a big, you know, that can be a moment where the balance of power in the game really swings quite heavily. So, always just a little bit defensive of my railguns there. Damage 1 coming up for Tarnarmour here. I still haven't even gotten rating. So he is kind of ahead in the upgrade lead here. Ahead in the upgrade lead? You know what I mean. But I do have armor too. So I think if we fought... I think that damage 1 loses to armor 2. I think. But I'm not really sure. I'd have to test that. But the point is, he can very soon be going for other upgrades. But I'm going to go for 2. Sense skimmer rating on the way for me. This guy here, mostly just trying to see if my opponent on 3 bases or not, and also kind of try to spook him out a little bit, and I do see, yep, he is. So I kind of know what's going on in the map here, but I've got, you know, 5 heavy railguns, I've got missile ships in the area. Tarnarmour has got 2 interceptors in his hangar there. That's not going to be too much. I'm not going to be able to deal with 2 missile ships, of course. I think I'm... Did I make 2? I only made 1, huh? Oh well. Point is, I'm feeling just fine about that. I did see he's on 3 bases, I know that much. And I can tell he's just kind of playing defensively here, so I'm continuing to extract artifacts. And I'm going to go for assault ship fabrication as well, with the idea of moving into air units of my own. Oh, the horrible sound when you get fleet capped. Here come those strike fighters, or those interceptors. Remember, this is the first time they've showed up this whole game. One of them going to fly, unfortunately, too close to that missile ship to get taken out. The other one's just going to have to dock immediately. So definitely they've been suppressed. They have not really gotten much value. In fact, really none at all. They did a bit of damage to heavy railgun, that's it. You can see he's going to heal back anyway. It's just, you know, it's very predictable when a Galvesian player goes for the assault ship line that they're going to have air at some point. So I think if you're going to be able to use it, you got to use it quickly, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I'm filling out my upgrade tree here, so damage 2 is on the way. Tarnarmour has not upgraded any further than that. He's going for siege cruiser fabrication now. And I think that's a really nice move, actually, but I'm not sure if it'll be out in time. 4th artifact ready to be extracted here, and I really doubt that it's going to be stopped. Assault ship's trying... Oh, look at that, I even used the missile barrage. Yeah, that wasn't necessary. And Tarnarmour seems to know that his fate is sealed, and he just chooses to surrender at that point right there. So, how do you use the assault ship line? I don't really know. I'd like to have... Oh, wait, I'm going for siege cruiser fabric... Oh, sorry. I don't really know how you're supposed to use the assault ship line, to be honest. Maybe somebody who does it a lot can comment on this video and like kind of explain like what the idea is, like how you're supposed to use the units to get good field control, but I usually find myself getting stomped when I use it anyway, so I just kind of tend to stay away. But that would be a nice answer to our question. Anyhow, that is round 1 and round 2 of Kharak Cup 7 finished. I'll get to the rest of them later this week. Hope you guys enjoy them. I'll see you next time.